Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we are playing another Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. This one was sent in by Afan, and yeah, it's paused. It's paused, guys. There's Vanguard shenanigans. Yeah. Although, the Heralds of the Wind, they're actually a very small part of it. No, it's High Elves versus Beastmen, and they're all in a big pile. Yeah. So, these guys vanguarded, but they actually vanguarded further forward than the Beastmen vanguarded. Believe it or not, this is actually the High Elves side, and this is the Beastmen side. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. So, Herald of the Wind here. You can see over there, there's a bit of a Beastmen army, but no, it's up here. So, Stir River, I love this map because it's sort of symmetrical, it's fairly fair, there's a lot of shallows to fight in, interesting opportunities for flanking, but it's sort of obvious if you're flanking, which kind of makes it interesting, but it means you can stick archers up here. There's a lot of stuff you can do, plenty of trees at the backs of both maps, so it just leaves us so many tactical opportunities, while still being a really balanced map. I mean, it's symmetrical, so it's really cool. Anyway, so the High Elves are just all posted up here. You can see there's a load of Loathe and Seaguard. Loathe and Seaguard are great in this matchup, because that anti-large means that if they can start, getting their spears into some centicles, they can do some good work, but all of that just low AP arrow fire can really help deal with them. But it means they're not a sitting duck if they are caught out. They can retaliate a bit, especially if a couple of units can get either side of something like centicles. They can tear it apart. Getting cycle charged, they will suffer, but they can put in some good work. I really like them against Beastmen. Also here you can see the Pure Main Company. These guys are rather nice. That Guardian will certainly help out. Teclis, who's sat here amongst his Fireborn. Fireborn are pretty nice here too, because Chaos Spawn are kind of prevalent. Yeah, Morga is kind of prevalent. He's weak to fire because he regenerates, so the Fireborn will help kill him. And the anti-large is obviously hugely vital, and great charge bonus, stupidly reliable, really good units. They get the charge on anything in the Beastmen roster, and they will do a ton of work. Just a ton. So really useful unit, but if they get surrounded, they're just going to get killed, and it's a super big investment, so you've got to play them safe. You've got to play them clever. So, yep, definitely one to watch out for. Also, Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Nice just in case there's a Cygor. Cygors can be pretty damn popular because they can kill models brilliantly. So if there's a couple of Cygors on the map, you need something to start whittling them down, because any rocks land amongst any of this and you're in trouble. Martial prowess will be lost very quickly and they'll just get picked apart by everything. So here you can see Centicles are great weapons. Centicles are throwing axes, Gore herds, poison warhounds, Ungor raiders, Ungor herds, Ungor raiders, Ungor herds. Over here, yeah, I guess he was expecting the army to be here, maybe. Maybe. These are all a bit far behind from the rest of the army. But anyway, more Gore herds, some with shields, Blackhorns Ravagers, Centicles with throwing axes, great weapons, more Ungor Raiders and Chaos Warhounds. Just so much stuff vanguarded. Way in the back, you can see there's a Brave Shame and a Shadow. Sadly, not on a chariot. I think always stick him on a chariot, because it just helps so much crack those, those terrifying, just annoying elven units that don't die in a hurry. A chariot, you can get rid of martial prowess on a unit of spearmen super quick if you just charge down the line, and that will let everything else get value. So always go with the chariot, I think. Anyway, Morga the Shadow gave, so he'll be summoning Chaos Spawn, and Call of Violence plus 16 leadership is pretty great. That can be pretty handy when you've got a lot of cheap units like Ungor Spearmen. Also destroys the Rakwald there too. So it is Teclis in charge, so Teclis has a big variety of spells, but he won't actually use that many here. He's got the Potion of Shiroi to heal himself, Regrowth to heal others, Enfeebling Foe for debuffs, Flaming Sword of Ruin for some magic and fire damage, and just extra bonus damage, and a Net of Amantok to help pin things in place. So, speeding things up. Let's do it. So, straight away, Heralds of the Wind trying to retreat back through their lines, and a few of them get a bit caught out here. A few of them get a bit caught out, but they're quick, and they're going to zigzag, and hopefully they can get out of there pretty much scot-free. Still on 45 models. Over here, Spearmen are going to go in to block the Gore herds. They do have some shields, but you can see the arrow fire is hurting them a bit. Here you can see Centicles are great weapons got in the back, but suddenly the Fireborn retaliate, and that charge, they are getting devastated, absolutely melted. I mean, fair play to them trying to get into the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Now, Gore herds are following up, and they're going to be a surround on everything as well. Heralds of the Wind, they're trying to move back. Spearmen trying to position. Some Loathe and Seaguard trying to move back. But look, another charge into the side, and the Loathe and Seaguard are going to get bogged down by all of this stuff. This is a little bit much, though. These Centicles with throwing axes were just forcing their way far in to this group, and you can see they're getting really caught out on either side of these units. They will suffer a lot from that. And now Archer Fire coming in to try and help. Pure Main Company backing them up, and you can see this side is doing alright. This is doing fine. right now. This is doing fine, but here you can see the Ungor Raiders will get some pretty good value shooting the backs of these spearmen and just shooting everything. It's just constant damage, and when there's so much pressure, you don't really have the time to shoot into them. Here, Penundral Pendulum coming in, and some damage, but not great. Not the best hit. Not the best hit. Fireborn, 43 models right now, but they're about to get a regrowth, so there's a regrowth. Try and keep them on those 43 models, and Pure Main Company take a Melkalt Mystifying Miasma to start whittling them down. If you can get rid of that martial prowess, they can be far easier to kill. More units are pushing in, and this is just a nightmare. They're just so many Beastmen, and you can see the Spearmen are really suffering in this group. And now, Chaos Spawn have been summoned to deal with the Loathen Seaguard. Loathen Seaguard don't need the armor piercing to deal with the Chaos Spawn, but the Chaos Spawn still hit pretty hard, and it's stopping these guys from shooting. So you can see the... yeah, this is quite amusing. Ungor Raiders just shooting to the sides of these guys. No benefit shields. And now martial prowess is gone on both these units. They're going to get just torn apart. So back here, still plenty of high elf units. Bounce power still pretty even, but these Centaurs are getting into the back line, causing a mischief. Goreherd are coming back in, and more of the elven units are going to push downhill to stem this tide, which means the back is becoming quite exposed again. So Fireborn running in to try and cancel this, using their maneuverability beautifully here. 120 kills already, still on 43 models, which is huge. So they're managing to chase off a load of these different units. Here, Goreherds are pushed off to try and deal with them, and this is crippling. Absolute crippling. Penundral Pendulum taking out Loathen Seaguard. They haven't lost their martial prowess yet, and neither of these spearmen, but they're all super close to doing so. Super close, and once that melee defense goes, all these units will just push through them so fast. And here, Chaos Spawn still fighting. Still martial prowess somehow. Oh, not on them anymore. Spearmen have now lost. Nope, still got it. Still got it. I don't know how they're holding on. It's pretty incredible. So here, another regrowth on the Fireborn, because they have some room to heal, and they want to keep the model counts high. They are vital. You've got to keep the model counts nice and high. So another regrowth on them, and 155 kills on them. But look at this. All the elves just buckled here. They just buckled. That is crippling. So here, Goreherds, knackered unit, but they're keeping the Spearmen busy. Spearmen are rubbish at killing. They're a very defensive unit, so just some Goreherd running at them. It's going to take the Spearmen forever to get rid of these guys. That's one whole unit being kept busy by only 20 Goreherd. It's great. Over here, Loathen Seaguard now struggling against Morga. Very bad. Another unit Chaos Spawn actually got spawned out of one of the units of Spearmen. Here, Fireborn almost broke during that engagement, but still 42 models. And those Chaos Warhounds are getting dealt with very quickly, and this whole back line of Beastmen is exposed, but everything is exposed for the High Elves right now. You can see Centaurs chasing everything away. Luckily some Spearmen were able to intercept, and these Loathen Seaguard are able to get some more shots in, but they're getting chased down. These Goreherd finally broke, which has allowed the Spearmen to get freed up, and they can run in and start helping people out. But look at this, these Spearmen are wrecked, and these Loathen Seaguard are totally surrounded. Morga doing great damage, doesn't need the armor piercing against any of these units, so he's doing a ton of damage. And here though, Heralds of the Wind, 38 kills, pretty good. Back here, 250 kills for the Fireborn, just running through these Ungor Raiders, killing them so quickly. 39 models still. Healing cap is right there, which is pretty grim. Teclis, he's doing fine still, he's doing fine, but all of this is getting completely demolished. Equal Bolt Throw is gone. Some Spearmen are coming back, but such a tiny amount of health. And, yeah, looks like the Loathen Seaguard have about had it. Over here, Heralds of the Wind getting into the Ungor Raiders. I mean, they're pretty good on the charge. They can do some good work. They're pretty good in melee, especially with all the chevrons, you know, being a regiment of renown. They just have better stats than the usual Illyrian Reavers, and usual Illyrian Reavers are good enough at dealing with Ungor, so yeah. But these Spearmen are coming in. So over here you can see another regrowth. He's making sure these Fireborn are always on just full health, so they're never losing any models. So that way every charge has the full weight of an entire unit, rather than just a few models. Nope, he's keeping them up. Every time he's about to get into a fight, he's healing them up. They have hit their healing cap now, so he can't pull that anymore, but they've already got almost, yep, okay, 300 kills. 300 kills. Amazing. So here, Amalkoth's on the Heralds of the Wind, which seems like a good idea, generally, but the Fireborn hit the healing cap. Hit them with the Amalkoths, because that damage will stick. You cannot heal anymore. If the healing cap is where it is, just hit them with anything you've got, because these Fireborn will be able to cycle charge everything to death. Hit them with the Amalkoths. These guys, great. You know, if you've got Illyrian Reavers, hit them with the Amalkoths, slow them down, capitalize on that, but these guys still have like 90 speed, even with the Amalkoths. It's crazy how quick they are. I say 90, it's 80. So Centaurs can just about catch them, but it's still tough. It is still tough. So, here Fireborn charged in, they've lost one more model, but they're on 341 kills. Destroys the right wall, dealt with. There's still some infantry back here, but I mean, it's Gore herds. It's just Gore herds. So a few charges into them, and they can break pretty quickly. But a load of units start to return, and the Fireborn don't want these guys getting that Withering Fire in. And here's that Melkot, and that is crippling. Just keep hitting them with the Melkots, and they're going to die. But the Fireborn are working overtime to try and wrap up as much as they can. More Teclis came in for a little hit, and this Bray Shaman is now the most dangerous thing on the field. That Bray Shaman needs to die. Melkots only cost 5 winds of magic. He can use it all day. He can use it all day, as long as he stays alive. And that is bad. He's even got the Jagged Dagger. It will hurt him, but he will get even more magic for more Melkots. But Teclis does have Enfeebling Foe. So get Enfeebling Foe on him, charge him with everything, you can get rid of that Shaman straight away. You know, have Teclis with that extra 280 weapon strength. It'll chunk down that Bray Shaman's health pretty quickly. He's only got 15 armor. So all these units will be great for killing the Bray Shaman if you can just lower his stats so you can register those hits nice and easily. We don't have the best melee defense anyway, but you still want to use Melkoths. So here you can see not Melkoths, Enfeebling Foe. Another Melkoths on the Fireborn though, and you can see they have a tiny amount of health left. Only 2,000 health. Less than that now. Oof. Less than 2,000 health, still on 35 models though. That is pretty unheard of, and it's all because of those I was going to say Earthblood. No, all the regrowths. All the regrowths have kept these guys in fighting fit condition, but those Melkots are going to start adding up. Now they're fighting Morga. Morga hits these guys. It's going to be a dead model, like every hit now. Just every hit. That is not a lot of health to go just to go around for 35 models. That's not good at all. They each have such a tiny amount of health left. So over here, it's going to be a regrowth on the Heralds of the Wind, by the looks of it. So yeah, fair enough. They've got an alright model count too. So getting them healed up is nice, and it will affect the balance of power. I don't know if you guys have been keeping a look at it, but it's been favouring the Beastmen for pretty much the entire game. Pretty much the entire game. Another Melkot, and these Fireborn are going to be down to about 1,000 health, I think. Maybe 1,200. It's not good for them. There we go. Yeah, 1,300. Bad. That is bad. So, another charge on the Bray Shaman. The Bray Shaman has let himself get secluded, and that is crippling. This would be a great time to use an Enfeebling Foe, and you can just dumpster him. You can just absolutely dumpster him. Another hit, and 29 models. So Morga is getting some good hits on the Fireborn, and he is killing a model every hit. Oh, is that another one? Yep, 28. That's another model gone. And if these guys were surrounding him, he'd hit several at once. He can kill, like, 2 or 3 at a time, quite happily. So, there we go. Bray Shaman's still alive. And destroys the Reichwald, getting chased down again. So, very little in the way of peripheral units. It's basically just Morga and the Bray Shaman. They lost their maneuverability very quickly, because every time Centaurs pushed in, the Fireborn reacted. And that was able to shut down the maneuverability, and it means that these guys now have a fighting chance, despite the awful surround that they had to deal with. So, here you can see, Teclis just used a potion to destroy, does help with the balance of power to get him healed up, and he can do it for free, you know, it's just 30 seconds to wait until you get an ability again. It's not really a big deal when this is the situation. These guys can't catch anything, so you can wait out the 30 seconds if it means getting Teclis a bit more healthy. So, Spearmen are coming back in, but god, they're injured. They are very, very injured right now. Does not look good for them. It will not take much to break them, but it is some more models, it is some more bodies to throw at these guys and take some of the hits, and that is vital. You do not want these Fireborn taking the hits, and these are the best damage dealers. That fire damage they do will help kill Morga. They will help, but Morga's still got full health. Who knows how much healing he's got left at this point. So he's taking a charge, doing some good damage. Teclis charging in too. Now the Heralds of the Wind are charging in. Still on 28 models, because they did knock over Morga there, I think. Yep, still on high models, and now the Spearmen are coming in. But Call of Violence keeping the Bray Shaman going. An Enfeebling Foe here would be brilliant just to get him killed. But no Enfeebling Foe. Not yet. Nope. Nope, not yet. So, he's broken. He's broken. Still 28 Fireborn, because the Spearmen are taking a lot of the flak, and that is really helping them out. So, more charges, and that Bray Shaman is somehow still alive. And another spell is about to happen. And it's a regrowth. Regrowth costs 12. Just an Enfeebling Foe on Morga is all you need. You know, you can lower his melee defense to, what, like, 20. And then suddenly, these Spearmen actually have an even chance of hitting him. And he doesn't have much armor. So it would help. It would help a lot. Teclis, he'd be able to hit. He wouldn't get hit much in kind, because he has 40 melee defense, which is pretty good. So yeah, get him an enfeebling foe, and even Techless can start doing some good work. But that regrowth, I mean, I just don't think you need the Heralds of the Wind healed up. I think that's the one mistake here. I think that's the one mistake. Too much with the regrowth. Just an enfeebling foe would really help kill these guys. And it would help a lot, just to get Morga down very quickly. That's the thing, the quicker you hurt him, the more likely his leadership is going to shake. If you're just damaging him slowly over time, he's not going to break as quickly. And here you can see only 21 models on the Fireborn. They have lost a few more. They have lost a few more. Still going though, still going. Now Techless in here, basically on his own. Morga is just focusing on Techless. The splash damage will actually kill some of the spearmen anyway. So he's just going for Techless. He's the hardest hitter, and look how much health he's lost from this fight. Real bad. Balance of power still in the favour of the Beastmen, just from how injured everything is here. So fair enough, the regrowth would have changed the balance of power a bit, but I think the balance of power would have shifted more just if Morga was dead somehow. So there is that. 16 models on the Fireborn now. Potion of Shiroi though, he's getting his health back up, but he is near his healing cap, so he can't really do that more. You know, that much more, it's not going to help. So another charge into Morga, and you can see his leadership is quite low right now, but the Fireborn down to 16 models now. Another hit coming in from Techless, and you can see Morga's healing cap. Finally, you can see he is taking damage pretty quickly here. Pretty damn quickly from all the fire damage. So, Techless is going to pull out again. Fireborn are going to pull out again. 16 models for them, and honestly, it's looking about it for Morga. Morga basically just has to kill Techless to win. That's what it's coming down to. So, you can see the Fireborn actually getting pulled into combat, not getting a good charge off, because they were a little bit stuck there. So Morga is starting to waver, but a Call of Violence would keep him in the fight, and if he can get some hits on Techless, he could still win this. He could still win this. And here, only 16 models, 15. Wow, Fireborn are getting so beaten up, but 448 kills for the Fireborn. 448. It's just insane. It's insane amount of kills. And the balance power finally in the favour of the High Elves. But look at this. Morga's still in it. He just hasn't broken yet. He still hasn't broken. Oh no, now he has. Okay, yeah, now he's wavering. No, yeah, he's broken. That'll be it then. But yeah, Pyrrhic victory. Unbelievable. So hard fought. Really well played by Afan there. Because he definitely got caught off guard. Definitely. I think, Woolbout here. I think he could have maybe split up his forces a bit more, you know, timed the attack a little bit better. But, I mean, he was getting units in everywhere. The trees as cover, you know, Afan couldn't see half of what was coming for him. So it just made it so difficult. But he was able to react every time with the Fireborn, and constantly using regrowth on them. Every time they were about to get in a fight, regrowth. It just meant they could shrug off any damage they took and keep their model counts high. And it kept them useful. Because that's the thing, you know, if they lost half the models, and they charge into Unit Ungor, they only hit 20 Ungor on the charge. If there's all of them, they're going to hit 40, right? They're going to be killing twice as many things on a good charge into a load of these units. And that's exactly what happened. They kept the model counts high. So, absolutely amazing. Just textbook regrowth play. I love it. It is great to see that. It's often used as, oh, that thing's injured, I'll heal it up. But constantly using it on a unit just to constantly keep it at full health. You know, not going, it's very injured, I should heal it, but going, it's a bit injured. I want to make sure it stays at only a bit injured. That's what you need to do with something so expensive, you know, as the Fireborn. And given the composition of the army, those Fireborn needed to be on it. They needed to be the ones to survive, because they were the best hope at just wrapping up all the units. You know, the Spearmen, they just can't deal with this kind of build. It's too difficult. So this is wonderful. Heralds of the Wind, they also did brilliantly towards the end. 189 kills. Most of that was in melee. They did a fine job. So yeah, absolutely beautiful to see. Really good match. So yeah, thanks for sending this one in. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.